Don't you sense it like a whisper buried in your chest? That's silent anguish under the surface, when the world becomes quiet and the light disappears from the corners of your day. It emerges gentle, recognizable, and unexpected. Even if it doesn't always speak loudly, it goes beyond simple disillusionment. There is more to it than that. It's a combination of waiting and hope. It's the ongoing dialogue between time and your spirit. You've made an effort to justify it. You've reminded yourself to maintain your faith, to be thankful, and to think that everything happens for a purpose. Even yet, your heart continues to ask questions in the quiet that your voice will not utter out loud. Why is it taking so long? Did I miss it? Will it ever be my turn? But hear me out, kid. Your inquiries don't irritate me. Your skepticism does not make me shudder. The desire in your heart is not something I condemn. In the quiet I sit with you. I pay attention, I recognize you. To me you are not lost in a throng. In the bustle of blessings, you are not overlooked. I've heard every sigh you've ever made. I have carefully held every dream you have dared to wish for in my hands. Heaven has a beat to it additionally. It is never out of sync with the world's speed, even if it sometimes does. I'm not running late, I am not a slow person. I'm deliberately use days and hours to measure time. You note deadlines and stack calendars. But my perspective on your life is different. I perceive your journey's timeless form, the narrative that extends beyond your field of vision. I refer to what you term a delay as preparation. I have described what you call a detour as divine alignment. You feel as if you were motionless, but you are developing spiritually. I'm measuring maturity, you're measuring motion. You're hoping a door will open. I want you to be prepared to go through it with your heart. I'm still taking care of the roots, but you want the fruit. Type 111. If you believe God is working in your life right now, what you don't perceive is that I am responding to certain requests in ways that don't yet seem to be responsive. I'm creating certain foundations that need to be sufficiently deep to support the weight of what's to come. There is no punishment for you. They're positioning you. You question if I've stopped talking. However, quiet does not equate to absence. My voice doesn't always roar. My darling, it may be a whisper at times. Sometimes it's the incomprehensible calm, the warmth in your chest or the air in your lungs. I'm working even while I'm silent. I'm always aligning, forming, and instructing. I labor in the earth where no one can see, while you search for signals in the sky, in areas that seem empty to you. I am planting, and eventually, life would emerge from what seemed to be dead. The procedure is still ongoing for you. The center, however, does not embarrass me. I accompany you on your journey. I value your efforts just as much as your successes. When you get back up, I'm happy. When you say I still believe, while crying I grin. Don't use the rate of advancement to determine your value. Avoid comparing your path to that of others. I'm writing you a new narrative, one that will make sense in due time and cannot be hurried. I am aware of your desires. I am aware of how you struggled to maintain hope when your heart wanted to give up. I am aware of the mornings you put on a strong front and the evenings you have sobbed into your pillow. I can see the perseverance required, and I'm moved by that faith. Nor the grandiose lectures, nor the loud faith. I am referring to the silent kind, the sort who strives despite trembling, the sort that prays despite skepticism, the kind that says, Jesus, I trust you even though I don't understand. That faith is lovely to me. It is valuable even when you feel feeble. It has strength, you see. I am more than just the God of fulfilled promises. I am the process deity. I adore the person you're becoming into. I don't care how you get there. I care how you get there. I don't want to give you the blessings and then turn away. I want to guide you into it and help you grow through it so that you are ready to bear it when it comes. Type 222. If you trust in God's plan for your future, the adversary has attempted to give you a sense of being behind. He has lied to you in whispers, saying that everyone else is being picked, and that you are always the one who is left out and waiting. But now hear me clearly, you are perfectly well. You're not damaged, we don't forget you. There is no punishment for you. No one is avoiding you in actuality. I am taking my time with you because I am building a lasting relationship, not because I am hesitant. Blessings may arrive swiftly. Others are never fated since they are formed by fire. The sort that will last is yours. Furthermore, it will arrive as a wave rather than a trickle. You won't need to compete for people's attention. You won't need to plead for your spot. You won't need to follow through on what has already been scheduled. When your preparedness and my timing align, what is destined for you will meet you. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super thanksgiving, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the super thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now and listen to this message further. Yes, I have kept certain things from you. Not out of cruelty, however. Out of compassion I have withheld certain blessings, because I understood that if they were delivered to you too soon, they would shatter you. I love you too much to see you go through certain doors. Unprepared, so I've kept them locked. One aspect of my love language is timing. There is a reason behind every halt, delay and redirection. I'll be grateful for the no's. When you look back for the wait, you will adore me. You'll realize that my hand shielded you in ways you weren't aware of at the time. You don't need to worry about missing it. You won't pass what is yours. I'm too devoted to allow your perfection determine your fate. I'll make up for your mistakes. I'll put back what you believed was lost, what the adversary attempted to destroy. I will redirect. I'm not done with your narrative, kid. Even if the paper seems empty, I still have the pen in my hand. The ink is still wet. The next chapter is more comprehensive than you may have thought. You don't need to know every response. All you need to do is remain near. Join me on a walk, rekindle your hope. Allow me to remind you of the passions you buried, the aspirations you put on hold, and the parts of yourself that lost faith. They are being called back to life. By me, they were always a part of you. Not because I required them. Under the debris of disappointment, you have buried fragments of your heart. Together, let's dig them out. The pledge remains intact, and I continue to support you. Silence is not the same as remoteness. I am closer than the next breath you will take. The questions include me. I fall somewhere in the middle. When it seems like nothing is happening, I am with you, type 333. If you believe God is with you in every moment, I also adore you for who you are, not for what you do. Your heart draws toward me even when you feel weak, not because you're always powerful. I can see what is ahead even if you can't. I've already paved the route, so my dear, rest in peace. We don't forget you. You're not running late, you're not in the rear. For the time being, you are just where you should be. Don't hurry through the current season. Don't hate the calm days. Faith-sown seeds will eventually sprout. It is your responsibility to stay rooted, not to push for development, to continue to appear, to continue walking, to continue listening. And I can assure you that you will get what you're looking for. By my spirit, not by might or authority. In surrender, not in struggling. You waited because you trusted me enough, not because you deserved it. Hold on then. Hope once again, let your soul soar. You're not stranded, you're getting ready. Furthermore, the pledge is still pending. Now write in the comments, Lord, even when I don't understand your timing, I trust it with faith. I shall wait. I am being prepared. I am not forgotten. Doesn't it seem darker now than it did before? You've caught a peek. There have been fleeting glimpses of the potential I have implanted inside you. There have been times when you've felt a burst of direction, excitement, and purpose, and you start to have doubts. As it diminishes, you began to question if it was all in your head. But pay attention. I didn't show you anything incorrectly. Each glance was genuine, I planted it. Every time your heart sprang with potential, every precious vision and every whisper of calling, I instilled it in you not to make fun of you, not to make fun of you, but to keep you going through the refining and to show you what's coming. This time of year, it's not a penalty. It's getting ready. It's impossible to microwave what I'm constructing in you. It takes time, fire, patience, depth, the power and knowledge I'm attempting to give you. Not merely so you may accept the promise, but so you can carry it with dignity. Maturity and integrity are lost if you attempt to circumvent the process. Do you want to keep anything sacred? Then let me discrifish you. Do you want to pursue your vocation? Then let me to mold your personality. Let this be the time of year when you grow stronger. Your roots become more deep, and your heart connects with mine, not out of fear, but out of faith. Right now, a heavenly rhythm is at work. Not all the time does it feel smooth. It doesn't feel quick all the time. However, the pace is heaven's, and you're traveling through time with eternity. When you trust the process, even if you don't comprehend it, it's not too late, it's not too early for you. You're not in the rear, you aren't too damaged, too faulty, or too lost. You're evolving. You're changing. The conflict between promise and fulfillment is exactly where I work. I'm not keeping an eye on the time. I am keeping an eye on your heart. The world may rejoice in overnight tales, rapid success and fast results. Heaven, however, honors perseverance. Heaven honors the unseen labor, the gradual transformation, and the profound refining. Even though it hurts, I am proud of the way you persevere. My heart is moved by that faith. Type for 144 if you are ready for God's blessings to flow into your life. Lord, am I still on the right path? Is a question you have asked me several times. It is a sincere inquiry. It comes from a heart that really wants me. You're not trying to achieve. Success is defined by others. You're trying to find my voice, my will, and you start to wonder in the quiet when there isn't any thunderous confirmation. Did I make a mistake? Have I made a mistake? But listen, my love, I don't keep your fate a secret from you. I don't use riddles to deceive you or penalize you for not solving them. I accompany you on your stroll, each step, each sigh, each detour. I'm there at your side. Even when you're not aware of it, it's not as lost as you believe. You don't realize how much guidance you have. You're searching for indications, loud ones that flash, breakthroughs that shake the ground and split the sky. I can talk like that, but I don't most of the time. I communicate via silence, via use of nudging, via the calm inner knowledge that feels peaceful. even when it doesn't always make sense. There are moments when a lyric resonates deeply. Inside you, a friend's remarks might sometimes provide the solution to a query you've been hiding. Sometimes everything seems suddenly sacrosanct, whether it's a phrase from a song, a sunrise, or a peaceful moment in the kitchen. These aren't random occurrences. They are the language of paradise. I'm constantly talking through closeness. Rather than superstition, get closer, allow me to show you how to hear me in quiet, as well as in preaching, in the ordinary as well as the miraculous. Heaven has a distinct voice. It doesn't yell all the time. It whispers a lot. I make use of both closed and open doors. Everything flows when I align the route. However, my love might seem to be delayed at times it's like a door slamming. It hurts, but it's not rejection. It's rerouting. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11 super thanks or your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the super thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Clarity is what you want. You believe comfort should be the key. However, resistance will lead to some of the most enlightening experiences of your life. It's not always the enemy. When your tranquility vanishes and your soul becomes restless, sometimes I'm the one pushing against your heart to keep you from settling in a place you weren't supposed to be. You have asked for direction. However, this is not how you expected it to feel. You sense this unease, that silent tug. It's me, there's more. I'm saying a voice settling here. Please remember that peace is a symbol, not the sort where everything must go according to plan. Spiritual peace, not only temporal tranquility. That calm that descends over you, even when everything around you seems to be collapsing. Something that keeps you calm. While everything screams panic, I am that tranquility. It's not arbitrary. It's not a coincidence. It's a reminder that I'm close by, and that you're not traveling this path alone. Type 555 if you are ready to receive God's healing today. Storms could still hit you. However, the storm need not reside inside you. When you walk with me in turmoil, you can maintain composure. In the wrestle, you may carry rest. You can tell you're still in sync with me in this way. You've contrasted your route with others. You've seen others' progress and questioned why your path seems so unclear. They seem to be certain you're unsure. They're having a party, you're asking questions. Hear me out though. Their road is not yours. Your signs are not theirs. Your time differs from theirs. Vision is distorted by comparison. It causes you to question what I have previously verified. You're too preoccupied with seeing what I'm doing to them to notice what I'm doing to you. You're not in the rear. You're not behind schedule. You are traveling a route that was specially designed for you, one that is full of splendor at every curve and grace at every stride. Let me write the book, I'll write your peace for you. Allow me to calm your heart. You've questioned if the tale is at a standstill, if the storyline has stagnated, if the momentum has stalled now. Pay careful attention, the narrative is not yet over. I haven't stopped writing. I have not yet completed. This is also the narrative of the peaceful, stretching and purify aspect of your life right now. It is where strength is developed, where the roots of religion lay, where the fire refines and tests character. Both what I'm doing to you now and what I'll do to you later are sacred. What about the promise? It remains intact. The picture, it is still alive. You have not overlooked it. You're still eligible, even though it may seem like nothing is moving. You are. Allow the process to complete what it began. I still feel the same way about you. Not when you were lost, not when you fell, not when you asked, not even when you were resentful of me. My affection is unconditional. I have serious intentions. There is no end to my grace. You haven't been picked yet, held anointed still. The call was still made, still cherished. Breathe then, give up the panic. The voice of dread must be silenced to be accepted. You don't have to perform to be in my will. You don't need to know everything. All you need to do is walk beside me one step at a time. Breathe in and out, and I will guide you precisely to your intended destination. Now write in the comments, I trust your timing, Jesus, with confidence. I won't hurry, I won't make any comparisons. I'll turn into even in the quiet. I think you are leading me, not because of anything remarkable going on around you, but because I am here. This moment is precious because you are a part of it, because your heart is still focused on me. Despite its fatigue, this moment is sacred only because of it. Type 666. If you believe God is your protector, fireworks are not necessary to add significance. Answers are not necessary to make it strong. All you need is presence, both yours and mine. The clock doesn't matter right now. The pressure can wait, the effort may stop. Because when a soul decides to remain, to breathe, to trust in the silence, this is the type of moment that changes eternity. Drop your shoulders, keep your soul calm. Give your heart the ability to just be with me, because strength is restored here in relaxing, not in trying and receiving, not in racing. Now you're learning how to wait well, with patience, with faith, with eyes that believe even when they can't see. There will be voices both within and outside of you, telling you that action demonstrates faith, and that waiting is weakness. However, it isn't always the case. Staying is perhaps the bravest act of faith. Must hold off until your whole being is ready to run, to have faith, while everyone around you tells you to take control. But listen to me, you will have to bear the weight of everything. You push beyond my time, and I'll support you as you wait. In trust I'll keep it. I'll take care of it again and again. I shall give it life. Waiting with me is not passive at all. It's where you have deep roots. It's where you hone your judgment. Your ears will listen toward my whisper there, and you will realize that I was never far away. Once your soul learns to listen, not out of desperation, but out of love, you'll begin to see my hand at work in moments, as well as in marvels in the morning, as well as the breakthrough, not just in the open door, but also in the silent anticipation by its side. This has nothing to do with influencing the result. It's about giving yourself up to my timetable, my character, and my unwavering goodness. I'm sure you're curious to see how things turn out. I am aware that living in the middle is difficult, but the potential is still there, kid. And it will happen not through stress or effort, but through the gradual realization of my desire for your life. Your flawless performance is not necessary for me. I want your heart given up. Allow me to guide you towards satisfaction. Let me bear the burden. Allow me to demonstrate that I will complete what I began in you. The dreams I sowed, I'll give them some water. Have you said any prayers? I have all of them save the dreams you buried, because they were too painful to keep alive. In my time, not yours, I am bringing them back to life. And know that you were never waiting by yourself. Not once, not even for a second. I was there as you wept quietly. I was saying, just wait, while you gazed at the ceiling, wondering whether you had missed your window. I'm not finished. I saw your pleas as praise, even though they sounded more like moans. I was secretly holding your hands. As they shook with doubt, I still remember you. My hand's palm has an inscription of you. I don't use progress charts to evaluate you. You're not a project. You are my darling. Additionally, this waiting is a part of who you are and is not squandered. Type 888. If you are ready to walk in God's light one day, sooner rather than later, you will be standing on the other side of what you previously thought you would never make it through, and your spirit will be filled with insight. At that very time, when you look back, you'll realize how each delay helps you stay safe, how you gained strength with each pause, how I loved you enough to nurture you before giving it to you, so every not yet was a not yet. You'll notice your own transformation, how much more profound you became. You look so much more like me now that you've allowed the process to take its course. It's not only about getting where you're going, it's about developing into a person who can handle it gracefully, who embodies my character, and who shines both in weakness and in triumph. That's what you're becoming, into a person with deeper praise, not merely someone whose prayers have been answered. Let me state it simply now, more than you realize. You're doing while you're not failing. We don't forget you, you're not stranded. You're evolving. Stay with me while I do this. Let's continue to stroll one day at a time. One inhale, one out. Just keep moving forward with faith. You don't need to know the whole route. Continue to have faith that you will harvest pleasure from the tears you shed. If you believe God is always with you, type 999 and forward this video to 7 others. Remember that this is a time of worship, not a waste. It is sacred, and I'm at your side the whole time. Now take another breath. Let this be a sacred moment. Write in the comments, Jesus. I will wait with you in a calm and confident manner. I have faith in your procedure. I have faith in your speed. Even when I can't see it, I know you're working. I'm not waiting in vain. It is sacred. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.